Have you ever wondered what pushes someone to go to such extreme lengths to alter their appearance? Is it a desire for beauty, or perhaps a search for perfection they believe will lead to happiness? In this video, we dive into the shocking tales of famous figures who underwent dramatic transformations through multiple cosmetic surgeries. From celebrities with seemingly flawless lives to transformations that turn heads and spark conversation, their stories will make you question the real meaning of beauty and the decisions we make in life. If these stories intrigue you and you want to dive deeper into these unexpected and inspiring journeys, make sure to hit like, share the video, and subscribe so you don't miss out on any exciting content. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your opinions on these life-changing decisions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Her face became stiff, almost exaggerated to the point where she looked more like a cartoon character than a human being. The tragic part is that Vanilla didn't seem to realize that becoming a French doll wasn't a real, achievable standard. It was just a fictional, unattainable ideal. She got so wrapped up in chasing this unrealistic beauty standard that she lost sight of who she truly was. The media, of course, didn't spare her. Her face was everywhere, but not in a flattering light. They mocked her, gave her cruel nicknames, and ridiculed her appearance, turning her once-desired transformation into a source of public humiliation. But Martina didn't stop there. In 2017, she took things a step further by injecting melanotan, a hormone that darkens the skin. Over time, her skin became noticeably darker, resulting in a highly controversial appearance. But Martina's transformation didn't end with her skin. She went as far as to claim she was transitioning to become a black woman, even asserting that doctors said African features were developing on her body. She also planned surgeries to alter her nose and lips to match what she believed were racial characteristics. Her transformation sparked a wave of intense backlash. Many accused Martina of cultural appropriation, arguing that using cosmetic surgery to assume a racial identity was deeply offensive. Critics pointed out that black skin isn't just a color. It represents a rich heritage and lived experiences that can't be artificially recreated. But Martina didn't stop at darkening her skin. She claimed to have visited Kenya, been blessed by a tribe, and even declared herself a member of the black community, further igniting the controversy surrounding her actions. She even went as far as changing her legal documents to reflect her new identity. Despite the widespread criticism, Martina remained firm in her belief that her transformation was genuine. She even expressed a desire to have children with her husband, claiming that the biological changes in her body could lead to a child being born with darker skin. This bold statement only fueled the controversy, as many questioned the ethics and motivations behind her drastic transformation. Next on the list is Carla Bruni. Yes, the former First Lady of France. Let's be real, marrying the French president comes with enormous pressure. You're constantly under the spotlight, every move, every glance scrutinized. Imagine the weight of having to maintain the image of the perfect, poised First Lady, always expected to look flawless and elegant. It's a level of public scrutiny that most of us can't even begin to comprehend. Carla Bruni, known for her stunning natural beauty, rose to fame as a top model, becoming a true symbol of style and grace. But as the years passed, Carla began turning to cosmetic surgery. And it wasn't just a dab of Botox. She went through multiple procedures, including facelifts, fillers, and other significant changes to her appearance. It's disheartening, because Carla was once the face of timeless beauty. Now, the media can't help but scrutinize her, constantly comparing before and after photos, criticizing the noticeable changes to her face. Can you imagine? Someone who once dazzled with natural beauty, now the subject of constant attention for altering her appearance? Carla isn't just a model. She's also a talented singer with a voice that captivated millions. Her music touched hearts, and her beauty once turned heads wherever she went. Yet the harsh reality of fame is the unrelenting pressure to maintain your image. It's something that can weigh heavily, leaving you questioning how much of your true self is still reflected in the public eye. The media can be brutal, fixating on every small change and often highlighting the negatives. That constant scrutiny can make anyone feel compelled to change in order to meet unrealistic standards. Yet, despite the harsh criticism, Carla Bruni remains a woman worthy of admiration. Her journey highlights the intense pressures that come with celebrity life. Let's remember her not only for her beauty, but also for her incredible talent, captivating personality, and unwavering strength. Then there's one of the most famous and controversial cosmetic surgery stories, Jessica Alba's. Once dubbed the real-life Barbie doll, her journey is nothing short of a roller coaster. Jessica didn't just want to be beautiful. She aimed for perfection, an image so flawless it almost seemed like it was made of plastic. To achieve this, she didn't stop at a couple of surgeries. She went all in. Over 100 surgeries. Yes, you read that right. More than 100 procedures to transform herself into her ideal version. She's done it all. Cheek implants, jaw surgery, rhinoplasty, lip injections, and a total face transformation, to the point where nothing about her face remains untouched. At first, many supported her, thinking, hey, if this makes you happy, go for it. People were curious but not overly concerned. However, as the surgeries kept piling up, one after the other, it felt like an endless cycle. And eventually, the tone shifted. People began saying, girl, it's time to stop. Those close to Jessica started to express real concern. Her obsession with her appearance was clearly having a devastating impact on her health, but she didn't listen. The desire to attain that ideal image consumed her, pushing her to continue, regardless of the consequences. One surgery after another, it turned into an addiction. Slowly, her face began to distort, shifting to a point where she was barely recognizable. She no longer resembled a human being. She started to look more like a figure from a nightmare, a grotesque shadow of her former self. What's even more heartbreaking, though, is the emptiness in her eyes. Despite undergoing hundreds of surgeries, there's no sign of happiness, no smile, no sense of fulfillment. It's as if she's trapped in a face that doesn't even belong to her anymore. Her transformation, which was meant to bring joy and satisfaction, instead left her with an expression of sadness and hollowness. The psychological toll of her journey is something unimaginable, a painful reminder of how chasing perfection can sometimes lead to losing yourself in the process. Next, we have Vanilla Chamu, a Japanese model who became obsessed with transforming herself into a real-life French doll. Yes, you read that correctly. Her goal was to look like an actual doll, literally. To achieve this, she went through a series of surgeries. Eye reshaping to make her eyes bigger and rounder, chin implants, breast augmentation, skin lightening, and countless other procedures. The outcome? She looks almost unrecognizable compared to her original self, and unfortunately, not in a positive way. Her face became stiff, exaggerated to the point of looking almost cartoonish. The problem is, she seems to not realize that becoming a French doll isn't actually a real standard. It's just a fictional ideal, unattainable. Vanilla got so caught up in chasing an unrealistic beauty standard that she lost herself. The media didn't spare her story. Her face was everywhere, but not in a positive way. They mocked her, gave her nicknames, and ridiculed her new appearance. First up is Lin May. For those unfamiliar, Lin May is a renowned artist in Mexico, dancer, singer, actress, and once a sensual icon. But despite her success, Lin was never fully happy with her appearance and decided to undergo multiple surgeries. We're talking about everything, from facelifts to cheek implants and alterations all over. The heartbreaking part is that those surgeries dramatically changed her face. If you take a look at photos of her from her younger days, you'd see just how naturally beautiful she was. A captivating beauty that came effortlessly. After a series of procedures, however, her face became nearly unrecognizable. It's truly heartbreaking when you're once known for your beauty, only for people to look at you and ask, "What happened?" Lin May has openly admitted to regretting some of her decisions. Imagine living with a face that no longer feels like your own, dealing with the fallout from failed surgeries. She's shared the emotional toll, the breakdowns, and the humiliation she experienced in front of the public. I get that everyone has their insecurities, but there comes a point where we must learn to accept ourselves. At the height of her career, Lin May was celebrated for her natural beauty and immense talent. She had a magnetic presence, drawing audiences in with every performance and becoming a cultural icon in Mexico. Yet, behind the spotlight, she was a woman overwhelmed by insecurities, constantly battling the pressure to uphold an unrealistic image. Lin May's story serves as a cautionary tale about the heavy cost of trying to meet the brutal beauty standards society places on us. Today, Lin May lives with the consequences of her choices. Her story serves as a powerful reminder about the importance of self-love and embracing inner beauty. Despite everything, she has built a legacy that commands deep respect within the entertainment world. Her resilience and unwavering spirit continue to inspire countless individuals, proving that even through the toughest times, strength and authenticity can shine through. This is Justin Jedlicka, better known as the real-life Ken doll. His transformation is truly mind-blowing. Over 700 surgeries, can you believe it? From breast implants to calf implants, bicep implants, and countless other procedures, he's undergone nearly everything imaginable. For Justin, his body is a canvas, and he views every surgery as a step closer to creating the perfect version of himself. He's constantly seeking to refine and sculpt his look, chasing perfection with no end in sight. It's a fascinating journey, but also raises questions about what it really means to feel complete. Many people, however, believe he has gone too far, seeing it as more of an obsession than a pursuit of self-improvement. The concern is when improving features stops being about enhancement and starts becoming a complete reinvention of who you are. It's a fine line, but the lengths people will go to for their ideal image are undeniable. What drives someone to push themselves to such extremes? Is it truly about self-improvement, or is there something deeper at play? It might be a mix of both, with a psychological aspect fueling the transformation. Justin himself talks openly about his motivations, viewing his journey as one of empowerment, and he has a community of supporters who admire his dedication and courage. His story raises important questions about identity, self-worth, and the pursuit of perfection. There are certainly critics who argue that Justin is setting a dangerous precedent, particularly when it comes to how much influence he might have on others. But no matter where you stand on his journey, it's clear that Justin Jedlicka is a unique individual with an extraordinary story. His transformation makes you reflect on the lengths people will go to in order to achieve their ideal of perfection. So, do you think it's an obsession with art, or is there something deeper driving his transformation? The real-life Ken doll has certainly sparked plenty of debates about self-improvement and identity. But stay tuned, because the next story is even more thought-provoking. Do you believe that a simple cosmetic procedure could leave a woman disfigured and blind in one eye? That's the shocking reality of Carol Bryan's story. A woman who was always confident and took great care of her appearance, Carol decided in 2009 to get a filler injection to enhance a few natural features. What seemed like a harmless procedure quickly turned into a nightmare. Right after the injection, her face began swelling abnormally. What was supposed to be a subtle change became a life-altering experience. The filler not only disfigured her face but also caused long-term damage. Her once vibrant appearance became a painful reminder of a decision gone wrong. The added pressure on her optic nerve led to her blindness in one eye, forever altering the way she saw the world and herself. Carol's emotional pain was just as deep as the physical damage. She withdrew from public life, hiding her face even from those closest to her, unable to bear the judgment she feared. It was a heartbreaking transformation, one that could have been prevented with proper care and caution. After years of suffering, Carol's daughter refused to let her mother's pain be in vain and reached out to medical experts across the country. That's when Dr. Raza Jerhi and Dr. J. Brian Boyd at UCLA stepped in. They took on Carol's case, performing multiple surgeries, including a 16-hour procedure to reconstruct her face using tissue from her back. It was a grueling, lengthy process, but it gave Carol a second chance at life. Not only did she survive, but she also emerged as a powerful advocate, using her experience to educate others about the dangers of cosmetic procedures gone wrong and the importance of choosing the right professionals. Now, Carol shares her story as a warning to others about the dangers of unregulated cosmetic procedures. She encourages people to thoroughly research their doctors, understand the risks involved, and think twice before getting fillers. After hearing Carol's experience, do you still consider cosmetic procedures, or does her story make you second-guess that decision? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eye-opening stories like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. We have to talk about Janice Dickinson, who boldly claims to be the first supermodel. Known for her outspoken personality and unapologetic love for cosmetic surgery, Janice has never shied away from discussing her numerous procedures. From facelifts to brow lifts and a range of other surgeries, she's been open about how much she's altered her appearance over the years. While she's embraced her look, it's also sparked conversations about the lengths people go to for beauty, and how the pressure to stay youthful in the public eye can drive such decisions. Janice owns her choices and doesn't care about the opinions of others, which is admirable. But it's hard not to feel a bit sad for her, as it seems like she's trapped in an endless cycle of trying to chase eternal youth. Aging is a natural process, and no amount of surgery can stop it. In fact, constantly battling against time with cosmetic procedures can lead to more pain than gain. Janice's story serves as a poignant reminder that sometimes embracing the natural aging process might bring more peace and fulfillment than trying to reverse it. Raji Narinasinghe is a transgender actress, author, and dedicated activist. Born in 1967, she spent years grappling with her gender identity before deciding to live authentically. Like many transgender women, Raji wanted cosmetic surgery to enhance her feminine features. However, a major obstacle stood in her way: the cost. Unable to afford safe professional surgery, she turned to a cheap doctor named O'Neill Ron Morris, who went by the name The Duchess. Morris wasn't a real doctor. Instead of using safe, medical-grade fillers, he injected clients with a toxic mixture of cement, mineral oil, rubber adhesive, and superglue. Raji, like many others, trusted Morris and had no idea what was happening. But soon after, the nightmare began. Her face swelled, became deformed, developed painful lumps, and she endured excruciating pain. What was meant to enhance her beauty was now ravaging her face. Raji later discovered that dozens of other victims had been affected, though most were too ashamed to speak out. While Morris continued performing illegal injections until his arrest in 2011, Raji bravely chose to share her story with the world. She had tried to cover up the damage with makeup and wigs, but the effects were too severe to hide. Eventually, she appeared on the show Botched, where professional surgeons helped her tackle the extensive damage. Though a full recovery wasn't possible, they managed to reduce the swelling and lumps, allowing her to regain some of her confidence. More importantly, Raji found her inner strength, using her painful experience as a platform to raise awareness and advocate for safer cosmetic procedures. She has turned this horrific experience into a powerful tool for raising awareness about the dangers of unlicensed surgeries. Raji has become a strong advocate for the transgender community, reminding everyone that true beauty comes from confidence and self-love, not surgical alterations. If these stories intrigued you, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos. Share with your friends and family so we can explore these surprising stories together. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. What's your take on changing oneself through cosmetic surgery? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Sahar Tabar gained widespread attention for all the wrong reasons. Her obsession with Angelina Jolie went way beyond admiration. She wanted to become her. In pursuit of this extreme transformation, Sahar underwent numerous cosmetic surgeries to emulate Jolie's iconic features. But instead of resembling the famous actress, the results left her looking completely different. Sahar's face became unrecognizable. Hollow cheeks, thick lips, and a sharp nose made her look more like a zombie than the glamorous Hollywood star she aspired to be. I really do feel for her. It's clear that Sahar wasn't happy with her appearance, and she may have spent a lot of money trying to fix what she thought was wrong. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder, what was she thinking? You can't change your entire face to look like someone else. What's even more shocking is that she's only 21. So young. I've definitely made some questionable decisions in my life, but nothing that extreme. I just hope she comes to realize that she's beautiful in her own unique way and doesn't need to look like anyone else to be amazing. Now, all we can do is watch and cringe. The internet can be brutal, and while many criticize her, there are also people who support her and want to see her find happiness. Maybe one day, Sahar will look back and view this as a lesson learned. Everyone's journey is different, and sometimes it takes time to truly find self-love. I hope Sahar eventually finds her way, embraces her true self, and realizes that she's already beautiful just as she is. Next up is Pixie Fox. This girl is seriously wild. You won't believe it, but Pixie is obsessed with cartoons. She lives and breathes them almost like a Disney princess stepping out of an animated movie. Her love for cartoons was so intense that she wanted to look like a character from one. So she went through countless surgeries to make that dream a reality. She even had her ribs removed to create an ultra-small waist and underwent procedures to make her eyes bigger and more doll-like, transforming herself into a real-life doll. She's undergone every procedure you can imagine, and in a way, she succeeded. Pixie Fox really does look like a living cartoon character, almost as if she stepped straight out of a movie. It's incredible, but also a little unsettling. Cartoons are undeniably cute, but would you want to look like one forever? It's a massive commitment, and the pressure to maintain that appearance for the rest of your life must be overwhelming. It's a constant battle between admiration for her dedication and concern for the toll it might take on her mental and emotional well-being. Maintaining such a drastic change must be exhausting, but Pixie seems genuinely satisfied with it. She radiates confidence, owning her new look without hesitation, and it's clear she loves the way she looks. At the end of the day, it's her life and her choice. If she's happy with her transformation, then that's what truly matters. I'm happy for her, as long as she's comfortable in her own skin and embracing what makes her feel good. We're talking about the twin brothers Igor and Greka Bogdanov, who were once famous for their science program. But then, something strange started happening. They began undergoing numerous cosmetic surgeries, facelifts, cheek implants, lip injections, and more. Their appearances changed drastically over time, to the point where they began to look almost unrecognizable, unnatural, even alien-like. The brothers, once known for their intellectual presence, became the talk of the town for their increasingly extreme transformations, raising questions about what drives people to undergo such drastic changes. Their transformation became a sensation, with people making memes and speculating endlessly about what they had done to their faces. Despite the obvious changes, the Bogdanov twins continued to deny having any surgeries, claiming their looks were the result of cosmetic treatments and good genes. However, their story took a tragic turn when both brothers passed away recently, just days apart. Their journey is a haunting reminder that the pursuit of eternal youth and the desire to defy aging can lead to dangerous consequences, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So we've delved into these surprising stories about extreme self-transformation journeys. Every decision and choice carries its own weight, but the most important thing is the satisfaction and happiness that comes from within. True beauty, after all, comes from how you feel about yourself, not from the opinions of others. Thank you for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more captivating stories. See you in the next video.